think it's recording.
Mr. Light Keeper, lend me your ears.
Hello.
All right, we're here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Barz Ulrich. And we're here for the first full episode of Talking Sports.
Let's talk some sports.
We're gonna talk about some baseball here. Do you watch college baseball at all?
Not really, man.
I thought it was worth a shout out. Ole Miss, they were the last team to make it to the tournament, and they won, and they were the last team out. So last team to get invited are the champions. So
damn,
I thought that was newsworthy.
That's a nice little redemption story.
Yeah. What about did you hear about any of the Freddie Freeman saga?
Dude, like it hurt so bad because it was one of those. He's not gonna leave. He's not gonna leave. And then when we got Matt Olson, it was, and now he has to leave. And it seemed like he was as shocked as we were. And now hearing the whole agent withholding information shit, that makes a lot of sense. And now of course the agent's like, oh, that never happened. So it's like whoever is true or not, we might never know. But it explains a lot because Freddie was shocked. But now, like, I feel like all this news does is make Atlanta fans super sad, and LA fans are going to probably hate him because he don't want to be there and he's stuck there unless they do a trade one-on-one for him and Olsen. I don't know if that's even a thing. Like, he's going to finish his career in LA, and we're I don't want to say stuck on Matt Olson because he's awesome, but it's just really sad.
Yeah, I don't think this news helped anybody.
It doesn't.
Maybe they could work something out, but I'm sure Atlanta will give him a one-day contract at the end of his career.
He's going to finish his career as a Brave, but we don't want him kind of limping around like Pujols is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cool story, but if he's going to strike out every at bat, I don't know if it's worth it for both of us.
Yeah, it's tough. I think most people love Freddie, so it's
yeah,
tough.
And that's the thing. Like, you can't hate the guy, and even with the whole him going to LA, it seemed like it was out of his control because the Braves pretty much said, we don't need you. And now hearing this, it's like, yeah, he wasn't in the driver's seat at all. And it sucks because,
he made it seem like they offered him a contract first and he didn't,
right.
He wasn't aware of it.
Yeah. And that's tough because he would have taken a hometown discount. You know what I'm saying? I really think he wanted the 6 year more than the money. And we weren't going to give it to him, but it's like, can't we do a 6 year option? So it's a 5 year contract, but you get your 6 year. But when the Dodgers said we'll give you 6, it's like, all right, I'll go to LA, I guess. So
yeah,
really sad.
Not a bad place to be, LA.
No, and that's the thing, and his family's there. So that was my first thought when he was a free agent. I was like, he's not going to be Yankees, Red Sox, because he's a Southern California guy. So I wanted to see him on the Angels just because I don't have to see him throughout the year, and maybe they can actually go to the playoffs. But that didn't happen. So LA is the best choice. I mean, even though we won the World Series last year, like, if you pick who's going to win probably more in the next 6 years, I'm going to say the Dodgers over the Braves. So he's probably in the best spot to be right now.
Atlanta is good at being that almost their team.
Yeah, and we might start going back to that,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I mean, champions right now.
Yeah, and I let everybody know.
I'm sure you do.
0-162 until somebody else is a champion. We're the world champions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. You got to carry that.
Can't take that from us.
So I know that Angels brawl that I was talking about was last week, but man, there's still players suspended. Phil Nevin's still out. Anthony Rendon was out there in a cast, gouging eyes out.
And wasn't Archie Bradley the pitcher for the Angels? You saw him kind of fall, and he jumped over the dugout, and he kind of landed on his arm. He's got a broken elbow now, so it's like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Somebody was like, my whole thing was protect Shohei, and someone on the internet's like, oh, he ran away like a bitch, and I was like, that's the smartest thing you can do. Because, if you go in the brawl, you're going to get suspended. You're going to get hurt. What happened? People got suspended. People got hurt. It's fun to watch, But if you're a star player, get the hell out of there, man. Let the bench
Especially
players
when
play.
you're the best hitter and the best pitcher on the team.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing can happen to Shohei, so they should have got like the National Guard out there to protect him. Because we can't have
It's
Shohei hurt.
crazy. I didn't realize until I looked at their salary cap that man, they got Rendon making like 6 times as much as him.
Yeah, he got the same exact contract as Strasburg. Because then when Strasburg re-signed with the Nationals, I think that was like kind of a shot in his face. It's like, we can do 7 years, 245. And I was like, bro, that was the exact contract. And both of them haven't played freaking at all, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, man.
Rough.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the Angels though. I love Shohei, but I don't feel bad for the Angels.
I mean, they got the money, you know, and I know last draft they drafted, I think all 21 picks were pitchers. So they'll finally get their pitching 3 years from now. But, you know, is Shohei still going to be here? Trout's stuck here. But Shohei straight up said, like, I want to win. So I don't know his contract situation. I'm assuming it's probably when you first signed to the bigs, it's only a few years. So when the minute he's a free agent, he's probably going right across town to play for the Dodgers because he wants to stay West Coast. You know, he's got family in Japan. So they got to win now, and they're not doing that. The beginning of the year, it was like, holy shit, Angels are making the playoffs, but no, they're not.
Yeah, well, they had like a 10-game losing streak at some point.
Yeah,
can't have that. Not that salary.
You can't. No, man.
So the Yankees, what are they? They won 57 games, no, they had 57 home runs in June. I think that's a franchise record.
I was so excited because the Braves were, I think, like 21-6 in June, and I was like, yes, we did something better than the Yankees, and they had one more win in June than us. And so yeah, the 4 hottest teams in June were 2 divisional rivals. So it was Yankees, Red Sox, and Braves, Phillies, and no one wants to lose right now. It's pretty crazy.
The Braves got the 22nd win. That's a franchise record too in June, right?
I think we didn't. We wound up at 21, so we tied it. If we would have won Thursday,
oh yeah, that's right.
Broken it, but we got smoked.
I was thinking last night they won, but it's officially July now. So.
Yeah. Last night we could have thrown the day before and would be straight, but we're 1-0 in July, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to start the month on a good note. Yeah, I mean, I think we're really good, and we got some players still hurt, but Dodgers scare me, Mets scare me, so we'll see.
Catching up on them.
Yeah. I didn't see if the Mets won or lost last night. I know we're either 3 or 4 back. They were playing the Rangers, so I'm gonna guess they won. They won. Yeah, so we're 3.5 back.
Okay,
that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're catching up. That's for sure.
A lot of time. There's a span in August where in just about 2 weeks, we do a 5-game series because, you know, to do the week that got canceled at the beginning of the season, there's a doubleheader. So it was a 5-game series, I think, on the road. And then we got a 4-game series at home, like in the 2-week span. So that is really going to show who's the better team in that 2-week span in August. And I'm excited.
Yeah, I think you guys play the Mets in about a week or two. So that'll be your chance to control your own destiny.
Exactly. The schedule's too far from my eyes, but we got St. Louis, I think Washington, and then I think the Mets. Yeah. So that's our longest homestand of the year. And the Cardinals and Mets are good, but we're gonna have to take care of the Nationals as well, because we can't let a bad team kind of sneak a couple out of it, especially when we're in a race with the big dogs like the Mets, who should be getting DeGrom and Scherzer back like any minute.
Well, St. Louis will be no pushover. They're fighting you guys for the wild card spot right now.
Yeah, and I mean they're pretty much in the division race too. They're only, you know, they're right behind Milwaukee. I think in the big picture, St. Louis is going to win the division. I don't think Milwaukee has the offense. You know, they got the pitching, but a lot of them are hurt. But St. Louis, I mean, whoever they call up is a stud, and they still got their veterans playing for the last season. So it would be cool if they won it all, you know, but I'd much prefer the Braves to win again. So
of course,
yeah.
I think I had high hopes for Milwaukee at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they're always good, but they're going to keep winning a bunch of 2-1 games. And when you start playing some high power offenses, I don't care how good your pitching is. Like, you got to put up some runs. And who do they got? Kane, he got cut. Yelich is not Yelich anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to score a lot of runs.
All right, let's move on to the player shout outs.
Yes.
Brian Reynolds had a hat trick over the week.
Yeah.
3 home runs.
I actually read the Pirates set history. They had 3 players hit 3 home runs in June. Ryan Reynolds was one of them. I know the Jake dude, or Jack something, the rookie, and I forgot who just did it on the last day of June. But out of all the teams in baseball history, the Pirates were the first team ever to have 3 home runs by a player, three different players in a month. So
that's cool. That's good information.
Yeah,
especially for the Pirates. They
Pirates.
They don't get much of that.
No, so it's one of those, like, good for you. It doesn't mean anything in the long run, but it's fun. It's fun if you're a Pirates fan.
Stats like that is almost as good as your Ichiro poster for the Marlins.
Yes, there it is. I got that on, it was Japanese Appreciation Day, and I got a really badass Ichiro jersey at the game, and he came in to pinch hit, and they walked him in 4 pitches, and like the 6 people at the stadium were not happy about it. I was like, dude, start the man on his day, bro. Like, they put him in the 8th inning, and he gets walked on 4 pitches. Like, come on, dude. Yeah. But Ichiro was the man.
I love some Ichiro.
Yeah, dude.
Did you see that Jonathan Davis catch? Speaking of the Brewers?
Where he almost beheaded himself.
Straight to the wall like it didn't exist.
Like, it's the word dying for, and it's one of those, like, I made Sports Center. Yeah, that catch was scary at first because, like, the other outfielder's like, yo, come on out here, but he stayed in the game, right?
No, I think he did. I thought he left the game.
Either way, like, he's not dead, so
yeah, that's good that he's not dead.
Yeah,
poor dude hasn't played more than a third of a season in his 5-year career.
Well, it's stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those, like, you want to make the play, but we need to keep you on the field. That's the whole thing with Acuna on the Braves. They're saying, like, I know you got the extra gear, but, like, you don't have to hit it if you don't need to. Like, if you're up 6 runs, maybe just let it bounce in front of you, because the goal is to have your best players on the field.
Yeah.
So that was Griffey. That was Griffey's whole career, and he would have had 900 home runs if he didn't keep getting hurt. He still finished with over 600.
Yeah.
He was just running into the wall like it was made out of bubble wrap, and there's concrete in there, and he found out the hard way. Every time there's always concrete, it's hidden by some nice little pads, but they tell you it don't feel that good. It don't look that comfortable.
Yeah, no, I don't at all. What else? Were there any other players that had a nice week? Chad Cole shut out the Dodgers in Colorado.
Yeah, that's not easy to do.
Not in Colorado, and not against the Dodgers either.
Yeah, especially the Dodgers lineup. I know Dansby's on a hell of a run. I'm just a homer or something to talk about the Braves guys, but he's just getting 2 or 3 hits every game. So that's the way his season started. It was like, did you forget how to hit? And then apparently he was watching some video, and he was saying he just started his load either too soon or too late, whatever it was. Like, he figured it out because he's a Vandy boy, and since like middle of May, he's just been batting 400. But since he started so bad, his average is still average. But it's one of those, like, he's playing really good right now, and he's fun to watch because he's always going to be a great defender. But so you'll deal with the 0 for 3s every now and then. But it's like, it'd be really nice if he can get some hits while there's guys on base, and he's doing that.
That's what the fans want to see, is the hits.
Yeah, it's pretty important. We don't want to see people striking out, and that's
I love some nasty swing and misses. It's got to really appreciate the game to appreciate a 1-0 game.
Right, and that's the thing. Most kind of not really solid fans, they don't want to see a 15-14 game. But I've walked out of some 1-0 games, and I was like, that was a nail biter. And like, what are you talking about? Nothing happened. I was like, so many things were close to happening You know what I'm saying? They were
Exactly.
on third base with one out, and somehow they got out without giving up a run. Like that shit that's exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like when people don't score, nice little plays at the plate, good double plays. Like
When Yachty
that's
picks off a man at second with no outs.
yeah. Rallies get killed by just bad base runner, or just a little pick off at first base where you're sleeping. That's exciting. I'm cool with a high scoring game too, but I just did a crazy road trip, and one of the Twins Guardians games was 1-0, and the game before I went to was 11-10, and honestly, both of them same amount of drama. It was just crazy that you go from scoring 11 runs to none, but that's how the game works. Every day is a totally different scenario.
Yeah, no one. I didn't see the Brewers scoring 19 runs last night.
No, I mean it was against the Pirates, but that's one of those. Can't you spread that out? And that's a good week if you spread out 19 runs. I mean, give me 4 here, because you really just need to beat the team by 1. So once they got to 3, they would have won 3-2. But it's also good. Like momentum does continue. So now all those players are feeling good, and they still got the Pirates over the weekend. So this might be a good way to make a run, because you score 19 runs. I bet everybody probably got on a couple times, and they're feeling really confident right now, and they can't wait. They hope today's a day game. It's one of those, let's get back out there. Let's do a doubleheader.
Yeah, I'll be watching them today. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. I think my Braves are at 4 today, so that's fun.
Game.
Little manatee games. That's what I like to call it. Not matinee. It's a manatee.
Playing the Reds, so
yeah. But the Reds took 2 out of 4 from us to start the season. And our year just went to shit for the first month, and I was like, "Are we not good? Was it the Reds that they exposed us?" So it's one of those. Now it's in Cincinnati, but I don't expect to sweep every series, but let's win 2, because we just took 2 out of 3 for Philly on the road, so a little 4-2 road trip to go back home.
A Harperless Philly though.
Yeah, but listen, we still don't have Rosario. We don't have Soroka. So, that was the whole thing when the Braves were playing the Dodgers. Oh, Max Muncy's hurt. I was like, our best player in the world hasn't played since July. Like, you can't do that. Oh, Kershaw's not playing. Soroka's not playing. All right. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was brutal about Harper, though. And he straight up said, like, I wish it hit me in the head. Because, the dude's got the bad UCL in the one arm, got a broken thumb in the other arm, and he is that team,
Yeah.
And as much as people hate him, like, he's exciting. And honestly, he's been super humble. And it was crazy how after knowing he had a possible season-ending surgery, he kind of went to Blake Snell and was like, I know you didn't mean to do that. Like, that was, people say, oh, he's immature and shit. I was like, I know I wouldn't be saying that if I got hit. So people got to start respecting Bryce, man. He's a good kid.
Twitter was nasty on Blake Snell, calling him all sorts of names, calling him Weasel. And
he kind of looks like one, but come to think of it. But like, pitching inside, it's that you have to do it. But it seems like a lot of pitchers just, it could be the balls as well. Everyone keeps talking about that the balls are different, and MLB doesn't want to do anything about it until next year. So it's like, there's going to be a lot of crazy hit by pitches, and it's scary because, you get hit in the shoulder or whatever, you walk away, but there's so many bones in your hands. And usually it's, you're not going to break your hand and be out a week. It's 2 months, 3 months kind of scenario. Mm-hmm. The season's too short for an injury like that. Yeah.
It's always the second team that gets punished too.
Yes, because now you try to retaliate and you can't. But that was definitely not intentional. And apparently Blake and Bryce Harper have been playing together since they were 10. So, yeah, I guess I know Bryce grew up in Vegas, so I'm assuming that's where Blake was. But so it's not like there was any beef between them. It's just the pitch got away. And you saw Blake was upset about it. And you can't take it back. Once you hit somebody, you're like, shit, I hope he's okay.
Can't change the past.
No, sir.
All right. Well, I got one surprise for you. And
okay,
we're gonna get to it right after this commercial break.
Nice.
Do you have a nose? Do you like smelling? Love the smell of bonfire or leather? Do you not enjoy smelling, but know a lucky lady who does? Wendy has all sorts of delicious scents too, like vanilla bean and peachy and palm trees. So if it's your mom's birthday or you want to score some points with the missus, check out these awesome gift ideas. They even have scented Lilo and Stitches for the kids. And a shout out to Fat Cat Bookkeeping. Bookkeeping for your small business or personal finances. All right, we're back with the segment Win Free Money.
Ooh.
You're going to fill out my questions for me. And if you get them all right, you win $100. So these questions are about the Tigers Guardians game on Monday.
Okay.
So and have you answer some of these questions if you don't mind. What who do you think is gonna win the Tigers Guardians game on Monday?
I'm gonna have to go Guardians, man. I mean, Tigers could sneak one in, but Guardians are definitely the better team.
Yeah, they're definitely the better team. Run total, over or under 8.5?
I'd say under. I don't see them as two big offensive teams.
That's what I would have picked. First inning run total.
I feel like a lot of games, that's where the runs get scored. Pitchers don't get warm until what is the
It's 0.5.
Oh,
Do you think any runs will be scored in the first inning?
Yeah, let's go over.
I think that's like a 50-50 shot. Either you're getting 3 runs in the first inning or nothing till the 5th.
Yeah, I feel like some pitchers they need an inning to get warm, and it's like, can we do an opener for this guy? Because I don't like being down 3-0 before my team bats.
Yeah, that's true. All right, you think Cleveland's scoring first?
Where is it? Is it in Detroit or is it in Cleveland?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would say if Cleveland's
it's in Detroit.
Road, all right. So yeah, let's say Cleveland scores top of the first.
Yeah. All right. So Cleveland scores first. Top of the inning. All right. So the first scoring play: 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs.
Could be knocking somebody in that maybe a leadoff walk or something. Let's say 1.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
All right. First to 3 runs. Cleveland, Detroit, or neither?
I mean, we got Cleveland winning, so we got to say Cleveland, right?
I mean, yeah. Crazier things have happened in sports. I mean, teams lose in the 9th inning all the time.
Yeah, right. Detroit could score 6, and then Cleveland comes back at the end.
All right. Who's getting more strikeouts? You going with Cleveland on that?
Yeah, they got good pitching. Wait, strikeouts for batting or for pitching?
I'm pretty sure it's for the pitcher.
Okay, so yeah, let's go Cleveland. And Detroit's a bunch of young guys that are hungry, so I can see them swinging at everything.
Miguel Cabrera, will he hit an RBI?
He hasn't done that a lot recently. Yeah, I love Miggy,
he's
man.
At the twilight of his career.
Yeah, let's say yes. He's got some left in his tank for this game.
I love Miguel Cabrera. He came into my restaurant one time, and I was like, "That's Miguel Cabrera."
What?
And we didn't have a wait, but I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. What's your name?" Just that's what we say when we have a wait. And he goes, Miguel. I'm like, that is Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera. That's awesome, man. Was he still playing on the Marlins, or this is when he went to Detroit?
Yeah, he was. It was his last year on the Marlins. I want to say it was late 2000, like 2004-ish.
Yeah, he didn't stay in Miami too long.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, the Marlins are good at trading away good players.
Yeah, they know they're like, here they are at their prime. Let's get rid of them for 3 prospects that will never make it to the bigs.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's I'm used to it.
All right,
and the final question is, which player will record the first hit for the Tigers? The options are Miguel Cabrera, Jonathan Shoup, Javier Baez, Austin Meadows, Willie Castro, Robbie Grossman, Spencer Torkelson, Harold Castro, or any other player or no hit.
Let's go with Javi Baez. He loves swinging the bat. It's either going to be a hit or a strikeout.
Yeah, I would pick probably. This is a hard question to answer, but him, He's probably the most likely. Maybe Robbie Grossman.
Yeah, a lot of it's how the order is set up as well. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever gets the first hit's probably going to be batting on the top of the order.
All right. Well,
answers.
There you go. Check back Monday night if you got them all right. I'll PayPal you $100.
Let's go, dude. I can use it. We'll go 50-50, obviously. Uh-oh.
No, if you get them right, you win. Look, DraftKings, they give you these free pools. They're free to enter. There you go. First place. The odds of picking all these perfectly are like 1 in like 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really specific questions, and
yeah,
you know, unless Nostradamus, it's going to be tough to nail them all. If there was you know, these teams, there's two, you know, one's really good, one's really bad. But if it was like a really, really good team versus a really bad team, it might be easier to do this kind of stuff. But you know, the games do what they want.
That's why sports are beautiful. You can't.
That's why we watch the games. Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You got the Pirates going into LA and sweeping them. You know, like it happens.
Yeah, good times. All right, so that's kind of the show. Did you got a new album coming out anytime soon?
I wish. I'm working on changing gears and doing an R&B project, and it's called the West Bay, but it's BAE. And I'm gonna try to get that. I haven't started recording yet. I have all the music, and I'm actually gonna be playing like real drums on some of the songs. So I'm looking at maybe third or fourth quarter. I mean, we're in the third quarter right now. It's probably gonna be end of the year. So that's what I'm working on now. And I'll try to do another Barz album maybe beginning of next year. I'm always writing, but it's hard to record the shit. it's
a lot of life gets in the way sometimes.
Life gets in the way, man. And you know, I'm recording.
Gotta have real jobs.
And both of our schedules is one of those, like I told them yesterday, we need to set a time. And it's like, maybe like the third week of July. I was like, so we just lost 3 weeks like that, you know? So that's how it goes. But I always got stuff on the horizon, but I'll post it up on my socials, chopstixx.wuz.here. That's where I usually put my music. I know my man right here will probably post it also.
Yeah.
You'll be the first to know. You'll be the first to know.
All right. Word up. Well, I'm excited. What's your favorite song? I love Light Keeper.
That's actually my favorite on that too. You know, and the crazy thing was, like, you know, a dude sent me those beats, and I kind of, you know, it was only 3 to choose from, and I kind of put them in the order right away. And I like to finish strong with projects, and it was one of those, like, this was definitely the best song of the 3. Like, I feel like it's 1, 2, 3, but reverse. Like, it's 3, 2, 1 in the best for the 3 songs. Like, 1's my favorite, 2's my second favorite, and 1's my, I wouldn't say least favorite, but if you got to pick out of 3, it's my least favorite.
It's like picking your favorite child. Don't do it.
Yeah, man. It's one of those. I love them all, but it's like the third one is a little better. I'm happy with that one. That one came out really good.
Well, that's cool. I'll be waiting patiently for it.
Yes, sir. I'll try to work on it for you. I don't want to let you down.
All right, cool deal. Well, that's all I got for the show. Did you want to add anything?
I don't really have anything else, man. Just, it was exciting to be on here, and definitely come back and do some more shit. I love talking ball, and man, let's do it.
I would love to look forward to doing this again sometime.
Yes, sir. You know where to find me.
All right, sounds good.
Right here.
All right, we're gonna outro with your shit too.
Nice, man. Enjoy.
Here we go.
And I get to swinging like an anchor chain. Around mile marker 0, I became my own hero. Threw my morals out the window. Get this gold, get this loot, not a list, Camino.
Thanks for watching till the end. Wish you all luck. Now come split this free money with me. If you're planning on signing up for DraftKings and you use the link in the description, you'll get a free $20 ticket.